Hi, my friends. Last video I posted, I said I was going to try to post every week, and that was like a month ago probably. But life has gotten in the way, and there's been a lot of good. My granddaughter graduated, and family was all in to, at least most of them were all in to go to her graduation and celebrate. And then after everyone left, I was just exhausted. So I was down for a couple of days and had a bug yesterday. And something happened that I thought I would share a Nana Rose fable with you. And it's kind of the fable of the little boy who cried wolf, but this is a female. My oldest daughter, Heather, I love her to death, and she's cool about laughing at herself, as I am with myself. But anyway, from the time she was little, she scared very easily. And as she became a teenager, we let her have a room down in the basement. So she had kind of her own little, almost like an apartment. There was no kitchenette there, but a bathroom room, and then a little den area. So she slept downstairs. Her brother and sister were on the next level up, and then I and her father were on the top level. So the family was all watching TV one night. She went to bed, and we got involved in some TV show, and so we were up kind of late, and finally went to bed. And once we got to bed, we could hear Heather screaming in the basement. Heather screams all the time. That's just Heather. She panics and she screams. So nobody paid any attention. And she continued to scream. Finally, she came stomping upstairs and said, "Somebody's outside my window. Somebody's outside my window. I could be down there dead for all you care." It turned out it was one of her friends scratching on her window. But that's just a little backup story of the kind of drama. We got to the point that we just didn't pay any attention when she would scream or whatever. It's just, that's Heather and her drama. So she called yesterday to her sister, and I did a video call. She said, "My fiance is I won't say what she said. Now, her fiance is the most perfect guy in the world for her. He is just a sweetheart, would do anything for her, and just so tolerant and patient most of the time with her." So apparently she'd gone to a barbecue or something and came home, and the next day she was sick, and she was throwing up and had diarrhea. So she's sitting on the toilet throwing up in a wastebasket, and she apparently saw some blood in it. And so she started calling out to her fiance, and she said, he didn't answer. He didn't come and check on me. And her sister and I both went, "Yeah." And she goes, "No, I mean, I could have died. I could have fallen off the toilet. I could have hit my head. I could have died." And we're going, yeah. And I said, "Heather, what was he going to do?" And she said, "Well, he could just check on me." And I said, "Heather, but what's he going to do?" Now, her fiance works 2 and 3 shifts sometimes at a time. He works for Homeland Security. So he doesn't get a lot of sleep. And she said, "No, he heard me. He just didn't want to come and check on me." To which I responded, now let me back up. Be sure you remember, I love him to death. He is like another son. He is another son to me. I just love him. I said, "Well, you know what? You just need to kick him to the curb." I said, "Just enough of this. This is just crazy. I said, you need to just break it off with him. And she got very quiet and her eyes got very big. And I said, Heather, if you want to find a man who will come when you're sick and check on you, and if he's asleep in bed, that he will get up and come and help you, you need to find a gay man, because you're probably not going to find it in a straight man. And I know that's very, I don't know, anti-men, but it's just a fact. When men are sick, they are at death's door. I don't care if it's an ingrown toenail. I don't care what it is. They're always at death's door. With a woman, we're used to just taking care of ourselves, and they're used to not having to jump in and take care of us. So I shared with her that I was sick. Same situation one night. We have a tile floor in the bathroom, and I'm sitting on the toilet with a garbage can in my lap, and I thought I was going to pass out. So I started calling Art, and it was like, Art. I was so weak, and I'm, Art. Nothing. Art. Nothing. Art. And finally, I just thought, I'm going to make myself pass out because I'm straining so hard to call him. I wanted him to get me a cold rag to put on my head because I kept breaking out in sweat thinking I was going to pass out. So he finally did come in, and I said, sweetie, will you get me a cold rag, please? I said, I just need a cold rag for my head. And so he starts spinning around in the bathroom going, where are they? Where do you keep them? And it was just the biggest fiasco. He finally handed me a cloth. He wet it and went back to bed. And Heidi said, she's telling the truth, Heather. She said, that's what men do. They just don't respond the way we do. And Heather said, but we care. We get up and we show them love and we try to take care of them. And we're both like, But it's just not going to happen except in rare occasions. I'm sure there are women out there who have very loving, kind, sympathetic men who jump up when they hear them. I have not had a lot of experience like that, nor have my friends. So if you have a husband like that, just please count yourself lucky, or a significant other. So anyway, she goes, but there was blood. And I said, well, Heather, it was probably because you'd gotten your throat raw from vomiting. And she said, it was bright red. And I said, well, then that's nothing to worry about, because usually blood is brown when we see it, when it comes out of our bodies. And Heidi goes, yep, that's right. And so I get a text from Heather, and so did Heidi. She sends a joint text this morning saying, I'm on my way home from the doctors. They're sending me to the ER. She said, Jeremy is coming in to get me and drive me to the ER because I'm going to have an endoscopy. They think I have I think it was Mallory-Weiss tear, which is a tear that happens in the esophagus from coughing or vomiting profusely. So it was kind of the W.C. Fields. I told you I was sick. And I just thought, oh no, Jeremy will never, ever hear the end of this. She will. And so I told her, I said, Heather, don't jump on Jeremy when he gets home, because he works an hour and a half away. So she was going to have to wait an hour and a half for him to get there. And I said, please, please do not make him feel bad by saying, I told you I was sick, because even if Jeremy had gotten up, there would be nothing that he could have done differently that would have avoided this happening. So I just think sometimes as a mother that we think we have wisdom to share with our children. And I don't know, sometimes it's like, just keep your mouth shut, Rosemary. Just keep your mouth shut, because it'll come back to bite you. Life is just, interesting. It's just very interesting. So that's my little short video for today. I'm afraid to even say this out loud because I probably won't do it. I'm really hoping to start doing videos regularly and try to motivate myself. Heather and Jeremy are getting married in August, and I'll be going with them as their witness. So we'll be flying out to California, and they'll be getting married. I was very honored that Jeremy wanted me to be the one to come along. And because, as I said, I think of him as a son. He's just amazing. But so I want to get some weight off as usual, and I have put on everything I lost a year ago. Well, now it's been a year and a few months ago when I started this whole cotton picking thing, and then fell off the wagon. And so I need to get motivated again to make some changes in my life. As I showered this morning, got out, was getting dressed, and I looked at my drawers in my chest of drawers. I thought, you know, Rosemary, even your Swedish death cleaning has gone to pot, because I had my drawers, my underwear all folded neatly, and now it's just in a shambles again. And it's like, as I get sick or have illness or something, some event that comes up that I'm really busy, I just get in a hurry and just slack off, whether it's diet or cleaning or whatever. I don't know. I'm just a mess. What can I tell you? My brother says, you just ate right, and I'm beginning to believe him. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm finally feeling good, so I ought to get my lazy butt up and try to get some things done here at the house. But instead, I'm going to head over to my sister's, and we're going to go out for lunch together. That's all I can say. May you be happy. May your heart feel joy. I can't even remember the saying that. Guys, love and kisses till next time. Bye-bye.